Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Please invite your friends and share the link with those who are interested. The title of the video is Why Indonesian Muslims Enjoy Islam. That's the question. The question leading us to believe that they enjoy Islam. But do they? I don't think so. But I will tell you what they enjoy of Islam. First of all, Islam is a business. In every generation, there is business opportunity. And there is people who take advantage of it, and there is people who don't, or they do not know how. Or let's say they did not get the opportunity to do so. So you will find a lot of people in Indonesia who they found that Islam is a very, very, very good business. All what we need to do, shout, teach hate, and then we will be supported by those who they support such a belief, and then we will become powerful in politics, in money, in etc. But there is other things in Islam which is very much enjoyable for a human being. And when I say enjoyable, I'm talking about you do things which you cannot do in different religion. As an example, we made a previous video, and we found that this guy Shahib Razik, whatever his name, who called himself Habib, supposedly from Muhammad, that they found him, he was chatting with a Muslim woman, asking her for nude pictures, which I find, very funny to say that he was doing something bad, when in Islam, this is not bad at all. Because according to Islam, all of this is something coming from Allah. If you remember in the hadith, and this is sahih, it says, verily, Muhammad, he said, verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery, which a man will indulge in which he, of necessity, he must commit. So a Muslim in Islam, he feel no guilt when he commit any sin, because it is a necessity to do. It's Allah, he forced him to do it. This is why the Muslim, they believe in something called fitrah. If you ask a Muslim what fitrah is, they say fitrah, fitrah, like Allah, he created us in a certain way. Okay, what is that way? And then you go and you try to find out what those people are talking about. Is fitrah is your natural way of being a sinner person, or it's being a good person? And then you will find that the Muslims are so confused about this. But all of them, they go by the belief of destiny, because destiny is the main, let us say, a major belief in Islam. If you don't believe in it, you are not a Muslim. So if you go and try to find out what fitrah is, you will find every Muslim, he give you different definition. As an example here, this is how much confused this religion is. Islam is known as Deen al-Fitrah, the religion of remedial state. What does that mean? Of a human, which means the way you are created. Okay, what does that mean? The way you are created, what does that mean? This is so stupid, so plain. In order to understand that, we have to go to the Quran, and then they will see the real stupidity. When somebody is bad, who is the one who make him bad? The Quran says that Allah is the one who inspired the soul to be evil or good. Now, if you read the interpretation for this verse, you will see every Muslim scholar give you different interpretation. For Islam is made by stupid, prophet, who, and most of those who follow, they have no idea what this is. It's a total contradiction. So if you go and read the translation of this verse, chapter 91, verse number 8. And by the way, you can read 10 verses before it and 10 verses after it, because it doesn't make any sense anyway. It's just a stupid Quran, trying to make a point, but he broke it badly. وَالنَّهَارُ إِذَا جَلَاهَا وَاللَّيْلُ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا. It's stupid. وَالْقَمَرُ إِذَا تَلَاهَا وَالشَّمْسُ وَضُحَاهَا. What is that? Stupid thing. Very stupid. But look what here it says. And Allah inspired the soul. It is wrong and it is right. You go and try to understand the interpretation. You will see scholars, they say to you as an example, oh, Allah, when he created the soul, he told her what is wrong and what is right. So if Allah, he told her what's wrong, what's right, so why you need to send a messenger? And then in order to understand really how stupid those scholars who are trying to explain this verse, because it's very confusing, not for me in Arabic, because in Arabic it says فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. He inspired it with its sin and filth and the good things it does. Very simple. There's no need to scholars. But to get them busted with the explanation they try to give us, we go to the hadith and we will find the following. Imran ibn Hussein told two men of Muazzina, blah, 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 blah. You know, they are talking about something, about what we do and what we will be rewarded for it, you know, and what is destiny. And look what the answer is. The answer is very simple. You can read the whole hadith. I'm not going to read it all for you, but you can read it by your own. And if you are Indonesian who is going to download this video, you can translate to people who they are going to read it. So you will see, this is what the Quran is saying. They are quoting here the verse, وَنَفْسٌ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. This is coming from Sahih Muslim. Okay. Translation, which says by the soul and him who formed, it is implanted in it its wickedness and its pity. So you will enjoy Islam if you are a person when I commit sin, because Islam make you believe it's implemented in me to be evil. Anything I do, that's not my choice, it's my destiny. So the answer is found in Allah book. This is what the hadith is saying. It is something destined and previously decreed for them. So if you do something, you are not making a choice in Islam. That will not make you feel guilty, because you will say, oh Allah, he implemented that on me. Oh Allah, he made me do that. Oh Allah, it is my destiny. So then you will feel comfortable about all the garbage you do in your life. This is why you will see Islamic society is the most perverted society ever. You know, Muslim people, they see from outside, you know, women wearing hijab, burqa, etc. But under the curtain is the porn stars. Everything is allowed. It's a destiny. They will not feel guilty, for they are not guilty according to their prophet and their religion. As you see, its wickedness is implemented in you. It's not a choice to do or not to do. So if I want to follow the devil, I believe Islam is the best way, because Islam will not make you feel guilty. You can go sleep around, you can do whatever you want. You know, Muhammad, he made it clear that Allah, he implemented in you your destiny of sin, including zina, which means adultery. Verily, Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in, which have he of necessity. It's not a choice. It's a necessity to commit. So if you believe in this, then when you go sleep around with married women, with single women, who care? You are convinced already that this is a necessity to commit. Allah, he put it for me. I cannot even stop it. I cannot even change it. So when they speak about fitrah, this is the fitrah of Islam. You are implemented. Allah programmed you to do bad things or good things. And at the end of the day, it's not you who choose. And that will make you comfortable feeling about what you did, because simply it's not you who did. If you remember, we have a debate and argument between Adam and Eve. Sorry, Adam and Moses. And then Adam, he said to Moses, because of you, we are out of heaven. And then Adam, he said to him, are you blaming me, Moses, for something Allah decreed for me 40 years before Allah, he created me? So Adam, he's not feeling guilty. Adam, he don't feel any guilt of any sin he did. You know, if you ask a Muslim, did Adam disobey Allah? They will say yes. Okay, how that can be? I mean, this is a stupid answer. No, he did not disobey Allah. He did not disobey Allah. The fact he obeyed Allah when he commits sin. And this is what the hadith is saying. Are you blaming me for what Allah has ordained for me before he created me? So if you read carefully, if you have little intelligence, not a lot, you do not need to be genius, you will find that Adam, he obeyed Allah when he committed sin. Actually, he had no choice to obey or not anyway. You know, he have to do it. It's a must. So it was a total obedience, programmed obedience. And Adam, he explained, he made it so clear that Allah, he made that plan for me to do. Do you blame me for doing a deed which Allah had decreed that I should do 40 years before he created me? So what Islam teaching you? Adam commits sin, he have no choice. Allah, he made him commit sin, and he have it written for him 40 years before his creation. And the 40 years for Adam goes for every one of you, because Allah have a plan for each one of you, the same as Adam. 40 years before he created you to commit all the sin you do in your life. And here you see the stupidity of this cult. I mean, okay, so if you are the one who made Adam commit sin, and you are the one who made every one of us commit sin, and when we do obey you and commit the sin which you force us to do, then you say to us we are bad people? So it's obvious that Islam is a wicked religion. A very wicked, satanic religion. Make you believe that anything you do, you have no guilt of it. It takes your guilt away, not by making you forgiven for your sin, no, but by convincing you that the sin you do, it was a must to do, and it is the order of Allah. So how in the world this can be a religion? How in the world this can be from God? And how in the world Muslim can explain to us that Adam is out of heaven when Adam, he commit no sin? And how in the world me and you, we will be punished for not believing in Allah if Allah is the one make us not to believe? Isn't it this is what the hadith we just showed you saying? Alhamaha fujuraha wa taqwaha. He is the one who inspire us with the bad, and is not believing Islam is good or bad. They will say bad. Okay, this is fujur. Fujur is to be not a Muslim, etc., not to follow Allah order. Okay, hold on. But not following Allah order is a stupid statement, because as you see, nobody can do his own order. It is Allah order. Even when you do bad, it's Allah order. Even when you do good, it's Allah order. It is Allah order, which is not you who choose to do or not to do.